The mist, thick and yellowed, clung to Ilara's flashlight beam, swallowing the light before it could reach far. The air tasted of damp earth and something else, something metallic and faintly sweet, like overripe fruit left to rot. She gripped Clara's journal, its pages damp and crinkled, the cryptic symbols within seeming to writhe in the dim light. She had followed a faint trail, a path barely visible through the gnarled trees, to a clearing where the mist seemed to swirl with an unnatural intensity. It was here, at the edge of the clearing, that she saw her. "Clara?" Ilara's voice was a strained whisper, swallowed by the oppressive silence. The figure turned, and Ilara's breath hitched. It was Clara, or a grotesque imitation of her. Her skin was stretched taut, almost translucent, revealing the faint blue tracery of veins beneath. Her eyes, too wide, too bright, reflected the flashlight beam with an unnatural intensity, like polished obsidian. Her lips were parted in a silent rictus grin, revealing teeth that seemed too long, too sharp. The doppelganger moved, not walking, but gliding, her feet barely disturbing the damp leaves. She mimicked Clara's old habit of twisting a strand of hair, but the movement was jerky, exaggerated, her fingers long and thin, with nails that looked like they could tear flesh. "Ilara," the doppelganger whispered, her voice a chilling echo of Clara's, yet laced with a guttural undertone. "You shouldn't have come." Ilara's heart pounded against her ribs. She took a step back, her flashlight beam trembling. What are you?" The doppelganger's grin widened, a grotesque parody of warmth. "I am what you fear, Ilara. I am what Hollow Creek has become." Suddenly, the doppelganger tilted her head, and Ilara felt a wave of nausea. The doppelganger then whispered, "Remember the swing set, Ilara? Remember how they wanted to play?" The doppelganger's eyes began to leak a black fluid. "They want to play again." Ilara remembered. The cold, clammy hands, the whispers that seemed to burrow into her skull, the fear that had frozen her solid. She remembered rejecting them. The doppelganger lunged, her fingers outstretched, her nails glinting in the dim light. Ilara stumbled backward, her fear a cold, paralyzing wave. The mist swirled around them, the faint whispers of the whispering children rising to a cacophonous chorus, a symphony of madness. "They are hungry," the doppelganger hissed, its voice now a layered, overlapping sound, of children laughing, crying, and snarling. "And you are the feast." The sounds of the forest pressed in on Ilara, the rustling of leaves, the snapping of twigs, the distant hooting of an owl. But beneath it all, she could hear the faint rhythmic pulse of something unseen, something alive, something that was drawing closer.